My PC fan, just the moment I hit record, it made a noise. My mic's over here. I'm gonna move it over here because there's a meme, you know. It started off here once, and without cutting it out, I moved it over here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another video of some Assassin's Creed Origins coverage, I guess. Hold on, there's something I can do about this, I think. Okay, so here we are. We are on Access the Animus's Facebook page, where they have done a roundup of the news that was provided by Game Informer. So I will link them, Access the Animus, in the description, their Facebook page, so you can go and check them out and give them a sweet like, because they're sweet boys. But the point is, we're going to have a look at this information. So, without further ado, let's begin. Bayek and the Eagle. Alright, okay, we're opening on a high note, I see. The protagonist of Origins is Bayek, an Egyptian who is the last Medjay. A Medjay is a sort of sheriff, tasked with protecting the community according to Jean Gousson. Bayek is a man of value that for some reason has to leave on a hunt for targets for a mysterious group. Bayek isn't a member of the Assassin Brotherhood because he hasn't founded it yet. We'll see how the Brotherhood was established and how everything got to start, such as the Feather Ritual and the Creed. Nick from the Creed. Bayek is older than the previous protagonists. The dev team wanted to tell a story of a man in his 30s who was already grown up but had to adapt himself to changes. I mean, Ezio was in his 50s by the time we were finished with him, but I get that he started off young, didn't he? But I mean, interesting. So Bayek, when we start playing as him, he'll be in his 30s, so that's interesting. According to Game Informer, Bayek is a determined man with a more stoic personality than previous assassins, but he's not emotionless. That's good. Not emotionless, not a brick. We want a character, not a brick, remember. He is from Siwa Oasis in Egypt, the first place that Alexander the Great visited when he came 300 years before. And he named all the villages Alexandria. He didn't do that. He did name a lot of places Alexandria, but I don't think he named all the villages Alexandria. The name Bayek is a loose translation from the hieroglyphic for vulture, or falcon. Bick. It's better than eagle, isn't it? I mean, eagle's every character translates to eagle somewhere, or hawk, or whatever. Fucking vulture, sick. Bayek will have an eagle companion named Sinu. When you have control of the eagle, you can locate treasure chests, even if they are tucked away underwater, mark enemies and see their paths, which is especially useful when infiltrating camps to map out your strategy, highlight ships and other vehicles, and discover hidden passages. So in other words, the controllable eagle has a lot of uses as far as scouting goes, which is something that the gameplay showed us from yesterday. Sinu can be upgraded to distract and attack enemies. Ooh, yes, we can get the controllable eagle to attack enemies. Sorted. The eagle is a very important addition, because the new eagle vision is no longer a mode that presents enemy information in stark detail. Instead of muting all of the colours and highlighting enemies, the effect is far less noticeable. Bayek can still climb tall structures to get a better view of his surroundings. However, Ismail explains that viewpoints are actually used to increase Sinu's detection capacity. The idea is you're sort of training your eagle when you go up there. You what? That's confusing. We're on to locations, everybody. About the game world, Gousson explains that they took the sides of Black Flag's Caribbean, but on the ground, so there will be a lot of locations to explore. The game offers diverse locations, deserts, oases, pyramids, and also big cities. The region, for example, that includes Alexandria, with its opulent, massive architecture for Cleopatra's Palace and the Lighthouse, says art director Raphael Lacoste. And Memphis, which is more representative of the Old Kingdom with its more minimalistic architecture with temples and mud brick houses. So, in other words, we're going to have a fun time exploring the lovely open world. The game also has 20 tombs and ruins to explore. Some are based on real locations. The tombs have some light puzzles and traps in them, but are more about exploration and stumbling upon secrets and treasures, which is interesting actually. The game also has rich wildlife, hippos, camels, birds, hyenas, lions, and so on. Oh, that's exciting. Controls and combat. Origins requires more strategy than past games. Controls have been revamped. The right shoulder button lets you execute light attacks while the trigger is your heavy strike. Face buttons let you dodge and parry, while the shoulder button lets you lock onto enemies. However, as game director Ashraf Ismail explained, there will be multiple controller layouts. Whether you're on a felucca, a small boat, or a horse on the ground, the controls are the same. Now your character automatically moves at top speed when analog stick is held in any direction. That's not something I like. I like the right trigger thing because I like walking. I like walking through areas and taking a breath in. Now enemies attack from all sides and all at once. Additionally, NPCs no longer wait for their ally to finish their attack before coming in at you. Locking onto an enemy is very important now if you don't want it to attack the air. Also, blocking with Bayek's shield is a must. You also have to pay attention to your positioning and your enemies and what weapons they have. When players block incoming fire from archers, Bayek can yank the arrows out of his shield and they're added to his own quiver. Now that's interesting, that is. Quests, upgrades and skills. We're on the final part of this here. Gooson explains that Origins is moving from a pure action-adventure to an action-adventure RPG. The game moves away from a mission structure to quests with a suggested level on them. Players will need to be careful because even quests a few levels ahead of you can be deadly. Upgrading your equipment and leveling up are essential. For instance, you'll need to upgrade your hidden blades to instant kill enemies that are at higher levels than you. Ismail explains that players will have many ways to gain experience, crafting material, equipment and gear. Ooh, it's interesting, you know. When you level up, you receive points to invest in new abilities. Ismail explains that instead of a straight tree, Origins features a graph structure with multiple routes to skills, allowing for more flexibility. The graph is broken up into three main disciplines, warrior, hunter and seer. The warrior path lets you unlock new combos and moves, the hunter path lets you focus on stealth, the seer path allows you to use the world to your advantage, granting you abilities to tame animals and poison enemies. How very interesting, how very, very interesting. I'm quite interested. So there's all of it really. I do apologise, I'm not the best reader in the world, but I hope that helped you grasp the general gist of what was being said. I'll leave a link to this article, or this Facebook post, sorry, in the description so you can go and check it out for yourself in case there's something that was a bit... But this did shed some light on how the controllable eagle would work and what viewpoints would be used for instead of synchronizing, because you have an eagle that can see things. To train your eagle, in other words, so it's not going to be like, oh, I'm a great eagle, hi, hello everybody, I know what he's saying. You're going to have to train it a little bit, and maybe you can train it to kill things, which is, apparently that's the thing as well. And then there's the upgrade stuff. Now, I saw an image of the skill tree. It worryingly looks like the London Underground. Here's one and here's the other. Obviously it doesn't look like the Underground actually, I'm just saying it's all over the place, it's confusing to look at. I haven't actually had a proper look yet, but on first glance it does look a little bit confusing. Hopefully not, but thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what you think about this stuff down in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one with another video. I apologise that I'm late to some information. If that happens to be the case, I am going at 100 miles an hour. There are so many videos that I have to get done about this game at this point, and then there's the Ubisoft conference later, so it's only going to get worse. Fuck. But thanks for watching guys. So went the other way this time, shit, and now I'm still here.